The morning began like any other for Liam. The scent of coffee filled his small, comfortable home as he prepared for his daily commute. He and his wife, Sarah, had been together for 10 years, married for 7. Their love story was the kind that people wrote songs about, a whirlwind romance that had settled into a comfortable, secure partnership. They were a team, or so he thought. Liam had no idea that his world was about to be shattered, his reality a carefully constructed lie. The catalyst was a simple, innocent act. He had forgotten his briefcase. The drive back was filled with a sense of unease, a nagging feeling he couldn't place. He'd never forgotten something so important before. As he approached the front door, he noticed a car he recognized parked a few houses down. It belonged to his best friend, Mark. Liam smiled, thinking Mark was probably on his way to see him, maybe a surprise visit. Mark was more than a friend. He was family. They'd been inseparable since childhood, sharing secrets, dreams, and life's countless ups and downs. The smile faded as he fumbled with his keys, a cold dread seeping into his bones. The front door was ajar. A low hum of voices drifted from inside, a sound that didn't sit right with him. He pushed the door open quietly, his heart pounding in his ears. The sounds led him to the living room, where a scene unfolded that would forever be seared into his memory. There, on their sofa, was his wife, Sarah, and his best friend, Mark. Their body language, the way they were positioned, was a silent scream of betrayal. It was an intimacy that went far beyond friendship. Sarah's hair was disheveled, her face flushed. Mark's hand was resting on her knee, a gesture of casual familiarity that made Liam's stomach churn. For a moment, time stood still. The world around him went silent. The scent of coffee was replaced by the bitter aroma of deceit. "What's going on?" Liam's voice was a whisper, a strained sound he barely recognized as his own. The question hung in the air, heavy and suffocating. Sarah and Mark recoiled as if they'd been caught in a harsh spotlight. Sarah's eyes widened in panic, a look Liam had never seen on her face before. Mark's jaw tightened, his usual easygoing demeanor replaced by a cold, distant expression. The ensuing confrontation was a blur of accusations, denials, and half-truths. Sarah's panicked justifications, Mark's stony silence. It all painted a picture of a long-standing affair, a secret life lived right under his nose. The feeling of betrayal was a physical weight, pressing down on his chest, making it hard to breathe. The man who had stood as his best man, the woman he had vowed to love and cherish, they had conspired to tear his world apart. Liam's mind raced, replaying every shared laugh, every late-night conversation, every seemingly innocent comment. Now they were tainted with suspicion. The pieces of the puzzle clicked into place. The late nights at the office, the weekend trips with the boys, the subtle shifts in Sarah's behavior that he had dismissed as stress. He realized he hadn't been an oblivious husband. He had been a trusting one, a fatal flaw in a world where trust was a luxury he could no longer afford. The days that followed were a painful procession of silence and brokenness. The home he had built with Sarah became a mausoleum of their love. He moved into the spare room, the distance between them a vast, uncrossable canyon. The phone calls with Mark ceased. The brotherhood that had defined his life since childhood was over, replaced by a deep-seated resentment and a feeling of profound loss. The story is not just about a cheating wife and a backstabbing friend. It's about the shattering of a man's belief system, It's about the slow, agonizing process of grief. Grief for a marriage, grief for a friendship, and grief for the person he was before he knew the truth. It's a journey of self-discovery, a forced awakening to the painful reality that the people you love can also be the ones who hurt you the most. In the end, Liam had to learn to navigate a new life. A life without Sarah by his side, without Mark's steady friendship. He had to find a way to forgive, not for their sake, but for his own peace. The path to healing was long and arduous, marked by moments of despair and small victories. He learned that while he couldn't change the past, he could control his future. The betrayal had left a scar, but it also became a testament to his resilience. He was broken but not destroyed. His story is a poignant reminder that while love can be a source of immense joy, its betrayal can also be a crucible from which true strength